And now we're continuing the Congress forbidden list.
No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States, which shall have been created, or the emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time, and no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during his continuance in office. If you're a Congress, if you're a member of Congress, that's your job. You don't get to hold other jobs. At least not for the government.
Oh, just for the government. So,
yeah, technically, and honestly, it happens a lot because, a lot of the people who are members of Congress still do have other jobs. Either to keep paying their bills or because they own businesses or they're lawyers. John Quincy Adams, while he was a member of the House of Representatives, tried a case before the Supreme Court as a lawyer. Very, very famously played by Sir Anthony Hopkins in the movie. Because he tried the Amistad case, where a bunch of escaped slaves sued the government for their freedom because we'll get to it. And he was a member of the House at the time. But that's why you see people stepping down from Congress because they've been appointed to jobs in the new administration. You can't be a senator and vice president at the same time. You can't be a representative and attorney general at the same time. You can't even be, a senator and a postal carrier at the same time, because that is a civil office under the authority of the United States.
But unfortunately, I could probably be a representative and a McDonald's employee.
You could. They don't. I mean, I know which one of those would pay better. But you cannot hold a government job and still be a member of the House of Representatives. For those who never actually knew, emoluments is basically pay and privileges. I know that was something that not everybody actually understood. It's basically saying you can't make income from any of these jobs. In practice, you can't volunteer either. No matter how much, Patty Murray may dream of being a park ranger, she cannot be a senator and a park ranger at the same time.
Now you say volunteer, like a paid volunteer or
no,
any volunteer? Just volunteer
can't
period.
be paid. In theory, you can volunteer, like, if Marilyn Strickland wanted to give tours of Congress for I think that's controlled by the Parks Department, but I'm not actually sure. She's my representative. She could give tours. She could not be paid by the government to do so.
So is that what the people were doing on January 6th, giving free tours?
Yeah, well, that's what they say they were doing. The fact that they were giving free tours of places where the public isn't allowed is its own issue.